Earlier, I spoke with the telecom titan Carlos Slim about his investments and the overall state of Latin America's economy. Let me ask you, broadly speaking right now, Carlos, what you can tell me about Mexico and the Latin American region in terms of the economy. Are you seeing recovery there?
Well, it was interesting. There is a difference with U.S. and Europe and the developed countries, because you begin with a big financial crisis and then the contamination of the real economy. And we have not had any financial crisis. The financial situation in Mexico and in Latin America in general is not with the financial sector. It's the decrease of the trade and the U.S. economy and the developed countries' economy that are we suffering because of that. But the financial institutions are in good shape, very well capitalized, and with the possibilities of follow giving credit that is important for the real economy.
And what can you tell us about the banking system away from Latin America and Mexico? I know that you have been an investor in the banking sector. You had bought Citigroup a while back. Do you
No. We have a financial group, a banking, from 1965. It will be, this month is 44 years of the financial group of us. I founded it in 65. And I will tell you that not only in Bursa, that is the name of our group, financial group, but all the banks in Mexico are in good shape, and there is not a problem of capital or big losses, and that's a good thing for our country, no? That we have a very healthy financial institutions.
Are there
in the banking sector?
Are there opportunities in the banking sector that you see as an investor in the United States?
Well, I will talk about, let's say, Mexico. We have a lot of potential because the bank credit is really very low in terms of the gross national product. In U.S. You know that things are getting better for some institutions. They are cleaning up. And you know now that the spread between the money they pay and they charge is big. That helps a lot for the banking system to get in better shape in worldwide.
So
you know, the money is the raw material of the banks, and it's very low price, and there is a lot of money and without cost. That's a good thing for the banks in U.S. and Europe.
Where is the growth coming from right now, do you think? What sectors and where are you seeing the most activity in terms of growth throughout Latin America and in Mexico?
Well, I think being the main problem in the real economy, employment, I think we need to invest in all Latin America in infrastructure, housing, but mainly in infrastructure and other activities that support the employment and make it important for the development of our countries, because as much as you have more people working, you have a bigger market, a bigger economic activity, and that helps a lot. That's why I see that it's very important for us, including the developed countries, to make infrastructure and try to make stronger our middle class. You know, all the developed countries has a great development of infrastructure, and middle class sector is very big.
In terms of telecom right now, Carlos, the Latin American phone and cable TV company, Telmex Internacional, I want to talk about whether it's satellite television and internet in Brazil and sort of where the growth is within telecom. Are you seeing increasingly people move towards satellite and internet versus wireline business?
Well, I think internet has a big potential worldwide. Is the new society, is the nervous system of the new society, and it's very important in this society of knowledge and information and technology to have a universal access to these services. We done that in Latin America for mobile. You know, we have 85% penetration in all Latin America is very high. It's higher than some developed countries, 85, and we are looking to do the same in Latin America in broadband. And we are going by the good way. We have 5 years growing in Mexico, let's say, like example, 70% a year. And this is very good for the country and good for the telecommunications business. Prices are going down and down because technology is making it more efficient and cheaper. And I am very confident that in 3 years, maybe 2/3 of Latin America has access to the net.
Which I guess which is one of the reasons that you're seeing mobility really take off. There are so many more mobile phones than actually PCs in the world.
Well, in our country are not so much PCs, and that's what we are supporting and selling PCs to make feasible to our customers to have the PC and the connection. And will be by the two ways, will be by the fixed lines and by the mobile way. A broadband in wireline of big dimension is already in the market, let's say 10 megas or a little more, and the access to this kind of broadband is very important to us.
And as the economy grows and you're seeing vibrancy in certain areas, you are actually betting on that continuation of a Mexico recovery by investing in infrastructure projects. Is that right?
Yes, we are investing in infrastructure, but also in housing and real estate development. And that's very important. That it's a good moment to invest, I believe, in these areas. In general, but in these areas in particular, it's very interesting and very good for everyone, for the country, for the economy, for the employment, and for the investors.
Where specifically are you looking for opportunities in terms of infrastructure? Where do you think we will see the most build out?
Well, highways, water treatment, environment is very important for new energies, alternative energies, but also all the environment issue is very important for investment. And I was telling power, water treatment, potable water, and all around the water treatment and operation.
You made a point recently of saying that, look, you're not going to be making money if you're just keeping your money in treasuries and not doing anything with it. You're looking to get on the bandwagon of those infrastructure projects for real return.
That's what, Maria, what you are telling is very important, because now than ever, I have never seen in my professional life so low interest rates and long term. And when you have money available at low interest rates and long term, most of the projects are profitable, are feasible. It's different, the possibility to make a project when the interest rate is 5% than when it's 10% or 15%. That is what is a great moment with these low interest rates in long term to invest in long-term projects.
Well, speaking of low interest rates, what about the United States right now, Carlos? Are you investing there?
Well, yes, sure. We Track Mobile is investing, and that's our main operation in U.S. But I think that the idea that low interest rates is so important for investment is clear. The alternative to have so low interest rates, losing negative interest rates, you find many alternatives. And well, if it stay for a long term, that's the danger, that you create new overvaluation of assets. Low interest rates increase the value of assets, but also, and that's more important, make investment feasible.
What about oil equipment and oil services business outside of Mexico? Tell me what you're doing there. Oil prices, of course, have stayed at sizable levels, about $78 a barrel today.
Yes, I think oil prices are still high in comparison with the 3 or 4 or 5 years ago, excepting last year that it go very high because of the weakness of the dollar. But for countries like ours, there are a lot of potential in oil, in deep waters, but also in shallow waters and in land. And we are suppliers of oil platforms and making drilling in land for Pemex in Mexico.
So what changes the situation there? Would you expect anything on the horizon to reverse the course of oil prices right now? The entire commodities sector has really been on fire.
Well, the prices of oil, like I was telling is in good shape. There is not alternative that can move the demand of oil, especially when the economy recovers, will be a higher consumption. That's why for the countries that are oil producers, it's important and attractive to increase investment now in exploration, but also to take oil out of the deposits.